I went to University of Toronto, did my clinical fellowships there. This is again a golden opportunity for you as an IMG where you can apply. Hi there, Dr. Rajiv Iyer here with more secrets on how you can be successful as an international medical graduate doctor in Canada. Here, I'm going to tell you how to navigate through the websites of top 17 universities in Canada so you find your perfect job. Whether you're an experienced IMG looking for a clinical fellowship, research fellowship, alternate entry path program, or you're a fresh graduate looking for some research work and trying to get into Canada, this video will help you get a Canadian experience so you become qualified to get Canadian permanent residency quick and easy. Let's do this together. University number 1 is Dalhousie University. This is a large university located in Nova Scotia in Canada. Now, I will take you to the Dalhousie University School of Medicine website and let's see what's happening here. Now, our goal is to find the contact person for the specialization in which we are interested in. So the first step, let's click on departments. And then now you see the list of all this clinical and basic science department. This is where the contact information is hiding. We have to dig it out. So we find the person whom we need to apply for a job. Now let me take the example of anesthesia, pain management, and perioperative medicine. Now you could be an IMG interested in a career in anesthesia, or you could already be an anesthesia specialist trying to move in as a clinical fellow. Here they have various tabs called About, Our People, Education, and all this. Now let's click on Our People. There you have this information called Contact Us. I'm telling all this to you as an example. You might be interested in a different specialty, but are you getting the concepts of how to approach this? University number 2 is McGill University. This is located in Montreal. I have traveled to Montreal. It's a beautiful place. I've been there a few times. It can be extremely cold, but if you get an opportunity there, I would take it. Here is the website for McGill University. Now when we land on this website, let's click on schools and departments. By the way, if you have a computer with you, you can actually follow with me by clicking on these links. That is in the description below, and then make sure you are able to access all this. Now let's say you see the School of Medicine. In this case, let's pick, how about Department of Diagnostic Radiology? There you go. You have all these fellowship programs that if you're an IMG specialist that you can apply to. And you also have these research programs. So if you're a fresh graduate, this is where you're going to look into in order to find opportunities to apply for research program. You find the chair of radiology, and when you write to them, do copy the administrative assistant as well. You can follow the exact same principles for any specialty you like. Isn't that pretty cool? University number 3 is McMaster University, located in Hamilton in the province of Ontario. I have been close to this university many times, and this is very close to Niagara Falls. So if you happen to be in this university, you can just pop off to Niagara Falls anytime. It's just an hour drive from there. Anyway, for us, the important thing is to go to McMaster University website and look for departments. Once you land onto the page, then you will see these directories. I do see the Department of Anesthesia. Now I do see Department of Biology. So if you're interested in research, these are some of the departments that you can explore. This is especially important for a fresh graduate who is trying to get some Canadian experience. So sometimes you may have to spend some extra time in order to figure out where exactly the department is sitting. Let's say we go to search site directory. I clicked pediatrics here and I clicked the search button. Then I was able to go into Department of Pediatrics. They do have About Us, which is good. This is how you navigate through the hospital websites in order to find the contact information to apply for jobs. When I moved to Canada, I used the exact same strategy and I was successful in getting an interview, and then I was also selected for clinical fellowship. I'm very hopeful you'll be successful too following a similar strategy. University number 4 is Memorial University of Newfoundland, located in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. I have not personally seen IMGs go to Newfoundland. That does not mean it's not happening. What I'm trying to say is This might be a great opportunity for you because I cannot imagine a lot of competition in places like this. It can be a very cold place because this is the easternmost province of Canada, right next to Atlantic Ocean. Anyway, for us, the important thing is to get to the university website. In this case, let's click on disciplines and division. They've made it pretty easy in this website. All right, so now you see this clinical disciplines and divisions. So let's click on clinical disciplines and let's scroll down and try to see how about let's try oncology in this case. It says welcome to oncology. Our people, I think, would give us the contact information. As an IMG, it might not be a common cultural thing to refer people by names. You know, I grew up in India, we're used to saying sir, madam, but in the US or Canada, culturally, you refer to doctors with their last name. So make sure when you write the emails, make it very personal by putting their names in. Is this sound making sense to you? I just want to make sure you understand these concepts. So when you apply, you become successful with your application. That's the whole goal. If you have any questions, make sure you post in the comments below. I'll try to get to the questions as soon as possible. University number 5 is Northern Ontario School of Medicine located in the province of Ontario. I did not know where this university is. So I went to Google Maps, looked it up. It's approximately 400 kilometers north of Toronto. So which means it's quite farther away from a major city, which means it's a great opportunity for you as an IMG. When you're thinking about applying for these top universities, focus on those universities that are not in big major cities because the competition is going to be less if you move out of bigger cities. Here is the School of Medicine website. I see education, research, community, library, alumni, faculty. Well, it's not very easy to find, or maybe let's click on division head or section chairs to see what information they have. There you go, we found it. It's always better you write directly to the chief or chair of the particular department because they are the ones making decisions. Make your application stronger when you apply. Just don't apply for the sake of it because once they reject it, they are not going to consider your application once again. So your first shot has to be the best shot for you to be successful. Is that making sense? University number 6 is Queen's University. This is located in Kingston in the province of Ontario. Kingston is a city that is right next to the US border. Alright, so if I click on Queen's University Faculty of Health Sciences School of Medicine, I see academics, I see departments. That's where, oh, beautiful. They have a nicely listed out departments. That is going to be really helpful for us. They list internal medicine plus all the divisions of internal medicine. What should I pick? Let's say nephrology. There you go. You have clinical, research, and residency in nephrology. Oh, they even have faculty opportunities. Well, let me tell you, this might be more for people who are graduated in Canada, but you never know. You know, sometimes it's really worth applying to these faculty opportunities. For example, academic nephrologist. And if I click on it to see what the criteria is, candidates must be eligible for licensure for the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario. Preference will be given to those who either hold or are eligible for certification in nephrology by the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada. So if I read this carefully, I am seeing a great opportunity for IMGs who are eligible for Royal College certification. And these are IMGs who are eligible for the approved jurisdiction route or the practice eligibility route. You see how you can find job opportunities in Canada with just a little bit of navigation through the website and not a lot of work. University number 7 is Universite de Montreal. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this is located in Montreal in Quebec province. Quebec province is a French province. When I went to Quebec province for the first time, I was barely a few kilometers away from the province of Ontario. I was really surprised by how Quebec province looked. It looks like a completely different country. Everything is in French there. The signboards, the street signs. So if you're an IMG who is good at French, this is a golden opportunity for you. If you're not good at French, just like me, then you may have to think twice about it. University number 8 is Sherbrooke University, which is located in a city called Sherbrooke in the province of Quebec. If I open the School of Medicine website, this is not in English, this is in French. Well, I say this based on my amazing French knowledge. Just joking. I say this because I used Google Translator to figure out what language this is. How easy is that? University 9 is University Laval in Quebec province. This is again in French. I'm here with the English part of the website. One thing I recognized about University of Laval is they do have a language requirement. The expectation is you be fluent in French. This is both spoken and written French. If you're not good at French, you shouldn't be looking at this university. But if you're good at French, this is again a golden opportunity for you as an IMG where you can apply to this university so you get successful with your application. Number 10 is University of Alberta. This is located in Edmonton in the province of Alberta. This is one of the top 5 universities in Canada. So this is a great university if you're able to get into. And Edmonton is a beautiful place. And I do have friends there who are IMGs and are practicing there. Let's jump onto the University of Alberta Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry website. So they do have medicine and dentistry together. Some universities do have that, some do not. If you click on departments and institutes, you see the list of all the programs. This is where the value is for us as IMGs when we are trying to find jobs. In this case, let's pick pharmacology. How about that? I say pharmacology because they may have a lot of great research opportunities and then give you a Canadian experience, which can then make your application successful as a Canadian permanent resident. So once you do all this, then you can apply to comps for matching into Canadian residency programs. Is that all making sense how all this come together? Number 11 is University of British Columbia. This is located in the beautiful city of Vancouver. I've been to Vancouver. You may have a bit of difficulty in finding a spot in University of British Columbia just because it's very competitive. But the good news is there are IMGs working there, so you can always apply and see how things go on. In fact, recently one of my IMG friend visited the University of British Columbia and he said the campus is so amazing. Here is the University of British Columbia website where I see home admissions about all these things. I spent quite a bit of time on the website, but I could not find departments. So when this happens, there is another way we can do, and I'm going to show you. You can go to Google and search for the specific department. In this case, I said University of British Columbia Anesthesia. You could say radiology, dermatology, surgery, or whatever you wanted. And now this opens the first page, which is the Department of Anesthesiology. They're also called Pharmacology and Therapeutics. How easy is that? Number 12 is University of Calgary, once again located in the province of Alberta. Here is a website for University of Calgary Cummings School of Medicine. If I click on the list of departments, beautiful. Everything opens. In this case, let's pick on something we have not done before. How about family medicine? And they do mention about the clinical services, the research activity. This is a golden opportunity for you as a research fellow. Number 13 is University of Manitoba, which is located in Winnipeg in the province of Manitoba, as the name says. Alright, so I'm in the University of Manitoba College of Medicine website. If I scroll down all the way below, then I find the departments. So in this case, the departments was not at the top, but I just had to scroll down to find the departments. Now let's click internal medicine. How about that? This is one of IMG's favorite. Most people want to go to internal medicine and specialize there. They do have a story about the department and they mention all the sections. Is this making sense? Make your application so strong that, make it hard for them to reject you as an applicant. Because you bring in a lot of value. You're trained as an IMG in a different country. You know a different system. And Canada values that. All this will make sure that you're successful as an IMG doctor in Canada. Number 14 is University of Ottawa, located in the province of Ontario. Ottawa is the capital of Canada. It's a beautiful city. I've been there a few times, although it can get a little cold. Well, I should say anywhere you go in Canada, it'll always be cold in the winter. So just be prepared for that. By the way, I'm going to leave all this link in the description below. So you don't have to go to Google and try to find it every time, because I have already done the homework finding these departments. It's easy for you to click on it. So I'm on the University of Ottawa Faculty of Medicine website. I'm going to click on schools and departments. So I do see a tab that says clinical departments. So let's see what they have up there. Okay, that's good. They do list all the departments. Oh, we haven't clicked any surgical specialties, right? How about we do obstetrics and gynecology and see what's going on there? It says it's a national leader in maternity, gynecology, and newborn care. Any questions? Post in the comments below. I'll try to get to you as soon as possible. Number 15 is University of Saskatchewan, located in the province of Saskatchewan, as the name says. Okay, let's see what they have to say about their website on the School of Medicine. Okay, so in this case, they did not make it easy for us to find. So we will have to go to University of Saskatchewan and look into the individual departments, like how we did for British Columbia. So I clicked on the website that says University of Saskatchewan departments, and now I see the list of all departments. And let's say, how about we go to ophthalmology? I actually know of IMG ophthalmologists who have been successful in Canada. So this is exactly how you find information. Is that being helpful? If you're finding any value with this video and the amount of work I have done, make sure to hit that like button. This like button will send an information to the YouTube artificial intelligence algorithm saying this video is actually valuable and this can spread to more and more people. So thank you for hitting the like button. Number 16 is University of Toronto. As the name says, this is located in the city of Toronto in the province of Ontario. I went to University of Toronto. I did my clinical fellowships there. I lived in Toronto. A beautiful city and an outstanding university. University of Toronto is ranked as the #1 university in Canada. Because it's a large program, even though this university is located in Toronto, there is a lot more opportunities for IMGs in University of Toronto. Because I worked previously in University of Toronto, I know the website really well. In order to find information there, you have to go to Google and type in University of Toronto and the individual department in which you're interested in. And I went to Google and said University of Toronto Pathology. It opened this website. All this is publicly available, meaning all this is available for anyone for free on the internet. This is exactly how you follow for other departments. University number 17, the last on this list, is Western University in London, in the province of Ontario. Now, I do have friends in this university who are IMGs and who have been successful through the province-based specialist pathway, for which I have a different video. I encourage you to check this out from the description below. Here is a website. Click on the clinical departments and see what comes up. So there is a list of all clinical departments. And let's see, how about we click pediatrics and see what's happening there. Well, this university has a lot of different options for pediatrics. They do have subspecialty training in pediatric critical care fellowship. They do have pediatric clinical pharmacology. They say it's a subspecialty which accepts trainees with core training in internal medicine, emergency medicine, anesthesiology, and pediatrics. So this sounds like a great opportunity for many IMGs. I do hope you found the list of these 17 top universities in Canada really helpful, and now you know how to apply for a job there. Once you gather this Canadian experience, you will have a 6-figure job and you will enjoy a high quality of life in Canada. I encourage you to check this video out to find more about this, and I have also some videos in the description below that I encourage you to check one by one. I hope all this made sense to you. Take care, stay safe. I will talk to you soon.